Hey everyone, I'm Dwayne Thomas from DwayneThomas.com, Visual Latin and Word Up the Vocab Show. Not every word could make it into Word Up the Vocab Show, so I've started a series of secondary sad words who got cut from the team. Let's look at one of them. Abandon. Abandon in English means to forsake entirely, to leave, to renounce, to give up, to resign, to yield, to relinquish. The idea is that you have walked away from something. You have abandoned it. And it comes from a couple of Latin words. Ab in Latin means from or away from, so we could add from. And banum means proclamation or edict. Proclamation or edict. So the idea is that you've announced something. You've said, hey, this is what we're going to do today, and the rest of us have said, no, we're actually not going to do that today. We have walked away from the proclamation. We have walked away from the edict. We have forsaken something entirely. It comes from an old French phrase, mettre abandon, and I do not speak French, so that was my best attempt at a French accent. Feel free to criticize my French in the comment section. Anyway, mettre abandon would be the French phrase, and it literally means to send, and it comes from the Latin word mittere, which means to send. You can see the connection there. Mittere, to send, and then ab, away from, and then bandon comes from banum, again meaning the proclamation. The old French phrase mettre abandon means to send under the control or jurisdiction of another. So, famous example of mettre abandon was when Pilate attempted it in the Gospel of Luke. He was ready to get rid of Christ. He wanted to get rid of dealing with this problem that had been presented to him that he did not want, so he sent him to Herod Antipas. And Antipas immediately committed mettre abandon and sent him right back. Both men were eager to do what? To abandon Christ. They didn't want him around. They wanted to forsake him entirely. Abandon used in a sentence, we could say Diocletian abandoned the cares of the empire to his younger and wiser colleague. Diocletian abandoned the cares of the empire. You may know the story. Actually, Diocletian was called out of retirement later in his life, and he responded with, if you guys could see the cabbages that I'm growing here in my palace, you wouldn't have the courage to call me out of retirement. So a really strange retirement response when you're called out to lead the empire again. Anyway, that word abandon from the Latin words ab and banum. To find out more, you can always go visit DwayneThomas.com. I blog about English and Latin and Greek there every day, except Sundays, so every weekday and every Saturday. Or you can simply subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on that button right there. Guys, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you next time.